Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another behind the scenes unboxing video. And actually, I realized I filmed this unboxing a few weeks ago. I'm only just filming the intro now. Listen, these are some of my favorite videos to make because we just get to hang out, unbox new stuff together, new guitars, new guitar gear, and it's like a sneak peek of what's coming up on the channel. Thing is about this one, I filmed it. For whatever reason, I just forgot to upload it. So if you follow me on Instagram or any other platform, which you totally should because I do giveaways and stuff through there, but you might have already seen some of what's coming up. Just wanted to clear up that confusion. Like if you've seen some of these reveals on Instagram, no, you're not going crazy. That being said, this was a really special unboxing for me and not in the way that you might be expecting. So slap a like on the video if you're going to enjoy it. That actually really helps out. And let's get into the unboxing. First box. Now, this technically is not a new guitar. In fact, if you've been watching the channel the last few weeks, you might remember I had to return a guitar to Sweetwater for a warranty repair. And it's back, and I'm going to completely ignore this warning label saying that I should wait 24 hours or it might damage the finish. That's your little hint as to what's inside here. Anyways, stoked to get my almost holy grail guitar back. Let's go ahead, open it up, and free this guitar from its cardboard coffin. The guitar back from warranty repairs at Gibson. Who saw that one coming? Nah, but I feel like the common narrative on the internet gives Gibson a lot of undue shit. So this situation is just very unfortunate. And I love how Sweetwater double boxes their guitars, even on the warranty repairs. Because even when guitars ship directly from Gibson, they arrive in just this box. Which, fair enough, usually they come with a hard case. But a double box adds that little bit extra protection. And also, box with this big-ass Gibson guitar headstock on it. For a porch pirate, this is a juicy ass target. Anyways, let's open the box within the box. It's so beautiful. So this is a custom shop Murphy Lab 1968 reissue, and I'm so glad to have this guitar back. What a gorgeous guitar. It's their ultra light aging tier, which they say basically mimics a guitar that's been a case queen for decades. So that's why the hardware, it's got like a little bit of fade on the gold, but it mostly retains its color, and it's got a nice amount of finish checking. That's why we can kind of ignore that label saying that we should wait 24 hours to open the box in case it damages the finish. Nah, it's already done and I paid extra for it. Now, when I got this guitar a couple weeks ago, the 9th fret had a dent in it under the G string. Probably said it was because it probably got banged really hard in shipping. Wait, you said it does happen, although it is pretty rare. Man, I was heartbroken when I had to send this guitar back. I was like, this is the pinnacle of what the Gibson custom shop can do. But you have to admit, it was just comical that out of all the guitars it could happen to, it was the $8,000 Gibson. It looks like Sweetwater took care of that. Also, from how shiny they look, it looks like they completely redid the frets. Now, this is the sheet they included for the repair. Cool they include all this information. So let's see what they did. Labor performed, replaced damaged treble side bridge post. Really? I didn't even notice that when I had the guitar last, but I guess this was damaged as well, and so we got a new one. Cool. Okay, so it's been completely replecked. The frets have been polished. Now you can definitely tell those are some shiny ass frets. Love it. Installed fresh strings, adjusted neck and action, filled nut slots, restring, cleaned, and tuned. I love how even for warranty repairs, Sweetwater will still contribute to your diabetes. But yeah, it was just really nice of Sweetwater to hook me up with this guitar in the first place, and it's great that I can now finally start to make content with it. Fuck, man, such a sick guitar. Murphy Lab is back. So glad it's healthy this time. I could spend all day looking at this guitar, but for now, it's time to move on. Next box? It's a mystery. Ray Pringle. Who's the bestest girl? Speaking of a mystery, though, it is a mystery why 8,743% of viewers are not subscribed. So here's your quick reminder to go ahead and do that if you're enjoying the content and want to support the channel. All right, let's go ahead, open it up. Wait, that's not a guitar, that's not guitar gear. It might be time to talk about the sponsor of today's video. Now, you know how everyone has those bad habits they've been trying to break forever? Maybe you've tried a couple of things and it just keeps coming back. Breaking a bad habit outright is hard. So wouldn't it be great if you could start by just taking the bad
out of the bad habit. Well, that's exactly the philosophy behind the innovative, award-nominated device, Fume. So Fume is an air diffuser. No electronics, no vapor, no harmful chemicals, just all natural flavored air, replacing your harmful habit with the surprisingly very fresh tasting one. So if you're ready to see why over 100,000 people have used Fume to break up with their destructive habits in a fun, all-natural way, head on over to tryfume.com/agafish and use my code agafish to get 10% off your order. That's tryfum.com, code agafish. Link will also be in the description, or you can scan the QR code in the corner of your screen. And of course, clicking the link helps support the channel by letting them know that I sent you. And while you're checking that out, let's get back into the video.
Next box or package envelope thing. This just arrived. It's not guitar related, but personally it's really exciting, so I wanted to share it with you guys. At least if it's what I hope is inside. Could be an epic troll. Either way, let's open it up, see what we got. I know, it has nothing to do with guitars whatsoever, but I just became a dual citizen, and I think that's kind of wild, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Like, through Ancestry, you can just pick up another nationality. That's fucking crazy. And for some reason, people always thought I was Canadian. I wasn't then, but I am now. So, yeah, moose and maple syrup and shit. Fuck yeah. So, my fellow Canadians, that's gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, my fellow Canadians, could you give me a crash course on, how to be Canadian? I assume I need to pick a hockey team now, right? Or maybe a favorite curler? I don't know. I'm curious, anyone else a dual citizen? Because I always thought it was like this super exotic thing, but it turns out it's more common than you think. I gotta tell you, even though I don't plan on moving to Canada anytime soon, there is this sense of freedom that comes with the ability to live or work in a different country. Plus, I've always loved Canada, and it's a pretty sick passport design. Highly recommend. Go through your family tree, you might be eligible for something, you never know. Yeah, leave your tips on how to be Canadian down below, and let's get back to guitars. Next box. DHS Express Worldwide. This is an international episode. Cultured unboxing content.
Poor Pringle. I feel like I need to start unboxing snacks each episode so she doesn't get so bored.
Okay, I'll get you a milk bone after we're done filming. Alright, let's go ahead. Open this thing up. Oh, sick. More diabetes. And a bonus pedal. It's actually my friend Glenn Fricker's signature pedal. Cool. Comes in this big jewelry bag. Is that actually Glenn's signature? Because that is much nicer handwriting than I was expecting from him. The proper cursive G and everything. Okay, Glenn, you classy fuck. Now, I am not a pedal guy whatsoever. I could not give one shit about pedals. However, as a proud Canadian, I gotta support my northern brethren. But also, this isn't your, standard tube screamer clone or whatever. On one side is their homage to the Boss HM2, the heavy metal 2. And that is a disgusting sound. It's rough, it's grindy. Think Scandinavian black metal. It is a nasty, nasty sound. And then on the other side, completely different. It's Rev's G-series style distortion. It's a very modern hi-fi style of gain. Very smooth and full and clear. Super different to the HM2. So that's what makes this a really interesting drive pedal, because the dichotomy between the two styles of gain, they're completely on the opposite side of the spectrum, and being able to sweep between the two or even blend the two so you get a fuller, clearer version of the HM2 or a nastier, grindier version of modern high gain, that's a really cool proposition. Actually, you know what? Let's test it out.
Right now, everything on the Mauler is at noon, apart from the blend knob, which is fully to the right, so that's fully the modern setting. And now fully onto the chainsaw setting. Oh, that's so nasty. And then a blend of the two right down the middle. What a ridiculous pedal. I have no idea when I would ever personally got seeking that kind of tone, but I'm so glad it exists.
Okay, so this literally just arrived. Don't know what it is, wasn't expecting anything. I figured, I mean, we're unboxing stuff already. Let's go ahead, open it up. Oh, I remember now. All right, first off, shout out to Hipshot. They're fucking awesome. Love those guys. The hardware is S tier, everything made in the USA. And I love how they take traditional designs and improve on it. Right, like I throw their locking tuners on everything, and this is their TAM bridge. It's not a tune-o-matic, it's a tone-a-matic. And here's another guitar with this bridge system on here, so as you can see, both the bridge and the tailpiece, they're wider, flatter, more modern, and like look how much travel you get with each saddle. You've also got a lot of adjustability of like where you want to put the bridge, but this means that you can put some beefy ass strings on there and drop real low without getting intonation issues. This is in chrome. This one looks like it's nickel. And I'll be totally honest with you, I cannot remember which project this is supposed to be going on. I've been trying to get some mod projects done for over a year at this point. Totally did not realize I was missing parts for it, so that shows you how those projects are progressing. But now that I've got the camera set up at Wendell's, we should be making progress on those. So this is either going on the Paul, or no, maybe it's going on the traditional Sonics, because I bought two of those pieces of shit. The idea being one would be super modern and the other would be like the traditional equivalent. I don't know, either way, I remember at the time they didn't have this in stock, and that was, I mean, that was over a year ago too. So if you're looking for a bridge upgrade and you want to tune super low, I cannot recommend the TAM bridge enough. I mean, again, look at that. You can put some monster strings on there. And if you wanted to get one in nickel, now's your chance, because they've got them in stock. That's wild. I'm so happy they remembered, because I completely forgot. Another reason why Hipshot is the best, man. I mean, I just love them.
And this isn't really a sponsor. I know this video has been all about the gear, but let's remind ourselves it's not all about that. Gear is cool, gear is addictive, but what we're really trying to do is use it to write music. And my friend Henning Pauly has a new songwriting course out. If you've ever watched one of his videos, you know how ridiculously in-depth this man gets about whatever he's talking about. You might have also noticed in the demos I've been highlighting more of the writing process, and I'm completely self-taught. I don't know shit. I've been running through Henning's course and actually learning a lot. Like, it's been a little eye-opening in some cases. Like, oh, so that's how harmony works. Obviously, I didn't go through it all yet, but there's a clear structure to it. So you're getting something out of every section, and you can get more in depth on your own time. You know, we're guitar players. Every guitar player has a library of riffs. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. But in my experience, very few guitar players know how to take that next step and consciously build those riffs into a piece of music. And that's exactly what Henning teaches you to do. Consciously build music. He does tend to ramble, which I guess I'm doing now, but yeah, it's just a thing I thought would be nice to throw in at the end as kind of a balance to all the gear stuff. I'll leave a link below that you can check out if that sounds interesting to you, or if you're like, fuck that sounds boring. Links to all the cool ass gear shown in the video are also in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I will see you for the next video.